Business Zarifah Shazmi binti Muhammad Azmi.
Hi, my name is Norin Jasmine binti Jamaluddin. Now that we have introduced ourselves, so today me and my groupmates are going to talk about when is the perfect time for master and PhD graduates to actively seek for the occupation. So let's get into this video.
In today's evolution, graduate employability often gets pressured by students, parents, and also governments. Many factors has impacted on that matters. College students may believe that they are ready for a job, but actually their employers would think otherwise. This is because the traditional undergraduate students likely does not tailor with what they will do in their job. This is because the lifestyle for the traditional undergraduate student likely does not match on how they will need to operate when they entering workforce. Because in job sectors, what the employees would want to see is their skills and not the grades or the scores. Let's say you have only one semester left of a college and you don't know what you want to do, and you don't know what you will be doing next or what you will be doing after graduate. And it seems like all of your fellow soon-to-be graduates have already gotten a job offers, and for that matters, and for that reason or matters, you're pressured that you are being pressured, and all the pressures that is in you is mounting. This is risky because there isn't any room for error. This can cause a lot of stress in the long run when they entering a job market, because not much effort being put on at the first place, but they only think that they just want to fulfill the requirement to just get a job. And today's students only aim for C average grades because they only want to graduate on time with minimum effort. And also being called college eligible. To gain employment in today's challenging economic situation, fresh graduates' hard skills need to be determined first and be complemented by a good blend of employability skills. And the data that were obtained is via interview from the graduates alumni. Thank you.
This is our introduction. The issue that arising in this era is high unemployment rate. The factors of the issue might be several, such as mismatch of what employers want and what the potential employees offer, and also the mismatch time of searching the job and when the job is being offered. According to the Atlantic, academic skills and the school reputation are not the employers' focus on searching for their potential employees. And so we decided to choose factors, which is the time of the postgraduate searching for their first job and applying for the job. So we use the jumlah taburan graduan pasca ijazah mula aktif mencari pekerjaan mengikut jenis IPT dan peringkat pengajian on DATA.GOV, and we are focusing on public university, which compare master and PhD level in when they actively searching for their job.
For this assignment, we have conducted several literature review that we have done to support our research, and the first one is based on the article that has been written by Survey 3, who conducted a research on the use of job search strategies among university graduates. And from the research, he has concluded two variables that is related to the individual search time. And based on his studies, he said that the potential search year is about half a year. In addition, there are also graduates that do not start to search for a job the same month as they graduate, because some start earlier and some start late, and this is included in the analysis. In his article, Tree also mentioned that the term social capital has been used in his literature with variety of meanings. It is also said that if one or both of the parents have a major degree, they are on the same educational level as the graduates. And they may have access to information relevant to the graduates' job search process through their own labour market experience, knowledge, and also network. And another literature review is based on the article Job Search and Academic Achievement. So this article is a research that was written by Bas van der Klaw. In the article, it stated that their main focus is on the time interval closest to graduation in which students start searching for their first regular job. At the moment of graduation, the student can decide to accept the best job offer and to start working immediately after graduation, or to reject all job offers to become unemployed. And the last literature review is based on the article Graduate Employability. It was a review of conceptual and empirical themes that has been written by Michael Tomlinson. He stated in the article that the relationship between higher education and labour market has traditionally been a closely responding one. There are three dimensions, which are knowledge, skills that higher education transfers to graduates and which then fits back into labour market. The legitimatization of credentials that signifies to employers, and last but not least, the enrichment of personal and cultural attributes, which is known as personality of graduates itself.
Okay.
Hi Fakiha, it's been a while since I last met you.
Yeah, it's good to see you again, Anis.
So, how are you doing? Are you enjoying your working life right now? Or is it tough?
It's been good to me. Thank you. How are you doing, Anis?
Currently, I am doing my research on employability among higher education alumni.
Wow, it's great.
Anyway, how did you get your current job? Is it from online like Job Street or something else?
Oh yeah, I usually apply it online because it is easier for me to reach the company as well as the company to reach me. I will just drop my resume and they will be contact me for an interview.
Oh, I see. Well, Fakia, I just need an opinion from you. Basically, from your point of view, as you are a master holder, right?
Yeah.
When the exact time you search for job?
Oh, I'm kind of a very particular person. So I will make sure before I finish my study, I will search for a job during my last semester.
Why did you prefer to search it during last semester?
Because I think it is easier for me. I will just get into the company. Sorry, it is easier for me because it is like an assurance for me. So that after I graduate, I will just get into the company so that I will not waste my time. In fact, it will make me earn more money.
I see. I think that is a good way of thinking. I believe that I will make sure to get my job during my last semester as well. Thank you, Fakiha, for
Yeah.
your help.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Anis. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, Miss. Do you have some time time to spend for a little interview?
Yes, sure do.
But by the way, I am Lydia. What should I call you?
You can call me Fatin.
Before we have a little conversation, can we have a seat first?
Sure, why not?
Alright, Mitch. So, before anything else, I would like to make it real quick. I would like to ask some questions regarding my research, which is employability among higher education alumni. And I was informed that most of the employees here are mostly a PhD holder.
Yes, that is true, as I am one of them, proudly to say.
Wow, great! Anyway, how did you apply to get your job? I mean, do you apply it through career fair or did you browse a job street?
I did apply it online because it is more easy and efficient for me, as well as the company listed is more reachable, especially to contact me back for interview session.
That sounds convincing. Miss Fatin, based on your experience as a PhD holder, when is the exact time that you actually do the search for the job?
Long story short, when I was in college, most of my friends often would apply during last semester just to be ready before entering workforce. For the reason, I also follow their pace.
Anyhow, why you prefer it that way?
It is because due to the fact that I have set my goals that I need to graduate on time and be able to work afterwards, as the flow is much more shortened.
That was impressive. I think in life we should have our own aims to strike so that we would be able to set our own goals. And by the way, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
I agree. This is why I preferred to find a job during last semester. Well, you are welcome.
Okay, hi. We will be conducted an interview with two postgraduate from UITM. One is master holder, which is Nur Atilia Izati, and one is PhD holder, which is Miss Nur Alia. So, hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you, and thank you for spending time to answer some question from me. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay. So what are you currently doing? Are you working or still resting?
I'm currently working with company as an executive officer.
So Miss
I'm currently working as a public officer at government company.
Okay, so I want to ask you about how you find your job, like your current job.
I go to career fair and I drop my resume there, and then the company will contact me after 2 days.
So as for me, I applied online because for me it is very easy and convenient because the company can be reachable, so easy for them to contact me.
Okay, Miss Atilia, I want to ask the point of view as a master holder. Why did you search for your job? When did you search for your job?
Right after I graduated, I started searching and applied for the new job.
So you go to career fair when
Yes.
after you graduated. Okay, so as a PhD holder, when the exact time you searching for your job?
So it was back then in college during my last semester. that time just to be ready before entering the workforce.
Okay, so both of them to choose different time frame to searching for their first job. One is from last semester and one is after they graduated. So Miss Alia, why do you choose to search for the job from during last semester?
As for me, I don't like to waste my time, so yeah, during last semester.
So you want to make it fast. And so Miss Atilia, why do you choose after you graduated? This time you try to search for the job.
Because I want to have the break.
Break from before you entering the industry.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you. That's all the question I want to ask, and thank you for lending me your time and answering it, and I'm wishing the best for you guys. And pray for me, pray for us too, so our research is being a successful one. And thank you.
Thank you.
In this study, we have selected a secondary data, which is from DATA.GOV.MY. It is basically a data of an open portal data that consists of population of Malaysian citizens. Why we choose DATA.GOV.MY? Because it is one of powerful tool and the most accurate one for us. Not only that, we also have a method to find information, which is from article engine and also from websites such as Statista.com.my. This website and the article also shows the population of Malaysians.
There are several tables that we use to conduct this research, and the first table consists of the population of master and PhD graduates from IPK, IPKS and other institutions, and it also consists of the sample that we have choose, which is the master and PhD graduates from public universities.
By having all the data, it can meet objective that we want to compare between master and PhD the exact time that they will get employed.
The second table is the table of sample that we have picked, which is master and PhD graduates, to see when that they actively seek for their occupation.
By having the population, it is easier for us to shortlist a sample, because our study, as we know that the title is the employability among higher graduates.
And the third table is the descriptive statistic table that is used to calculate the mean, median and mode and others.
Next is descriptions of data. Descriptions of data that we use is descriptive data.
Based on the appendix, Table 3 shows that the mean for the master graduate is higher than the mean for PhD graduates.
For master graduate, the higher time for them to start searching their first job is as soon as they finish their studies, while for PhD graduate, the higher time for them to start searching their first job is during their last semester. Other than that, the higher time for PhD graduates to start searching their first job is when they get offered straight away from their employer, and also not 6 months after they graduate. For master graduates, the other higher time for them to start searching their first job is during 1, 2 or 3 months after they graduate.
According to the Table 1, it shows that the number of populations for master graduates and also PhD graduates.
The higher chances for this graduate to get their first job is PhD graduate, because the number of PhD graduate is lower than the number of populations for master graduates. For master graduates, the number of populations is 8159 for all universities, while for public universities is 6953. The higher the number of populations, the lower the chance for them to get their first job due to higher demand.
And the last table is the T-test Part 2 sample for mains. And the samples that we use are the master and PhD graduates from public university.
From Statista.com, the population of our study consists of 667,490 higher graduates, and we have been shortlisted to 9,237 graduates for our sample. Table 1 provides the distribution of population and sample for this study. The population of graduates from all universities are 9237, 1086 from PhD, 8169 from Master. Meanwhile, the required sample for public universities are 8981 from PhD and 6953 from Master. Table 2 presents the time graduates start searching for their first job. Majority of the graduates will search for their job soon after they graduate and during their last semester. For graduates will search for their job soon after graduate are 36.4, while during their last semester are 34. There are not much of difference between them. Let's proceed with Table 4. Basically, Table 4 shows t-test Part 2 sample formulas. Two samples, we took it from PhD and Master for public university. Our hypothesis is we are failed to retect because the p-value is 0.9905 is more than alpha. So the conclusion, whether they are a Master or PhD holder, they will still find their job during last semester.
Based on the data, jumlah taburan graduan pasca ijazah mula aktif mencari pekerjaan mengikut jenis IPT dan peringkat pengajian consists different time when they start searching their job according to their level of studies in different IPT. There are two levels of studies in the data which consist Master and PhD. From the data, it shows that the graduates start searching their job in different time basis. Based on the overall data, it shows that PhD graduates higher percentage when they start searching their first job during their last semester is 39.3%, while for master graduates, the higher percentage for them to start searching their first job is 37.7% as soon as they finish their studies. For PhD graduate, the reason why they want to start searching their first job during that time is because they do not want to waste their time.
Based on the research, PhD graduates have higher possibility of being accepted even though their last semester result is not out yet. It because of their number of populations among all the universities or public universities are low compared to master graduates, so it's easy for them to get their first job rather than master graduate.
Meanwhile, for master graduate, the reason why they want to start searching their first job as soon as they finish their studies is because they want to get into the working environment, and also they do not have any plan to continue their studies.
Other reason might be because the number of populations for master graduate is higher than the number of populations for PhD graduates. Then, the demand from all the graduate students from master are too many, so the chances for them to get their first job after they applying is low. So, they decide to find a job right after they graduate. It's because they do not want to miss a chance to get their first job right after they finish their studies.
For the conclusion of our research of the data,
The research failed to reject the null as our p-value is higher than alpha. This has come from the conclusion that master and PhD graduates from public universities in searching for their job has no difference in on when they started to search for their first job. The data shows that both of the level of graduates search for their job as soon as they graduate and also start searching when they are in their last semester. 37.4% of master graduates from public university choose to search for their job as soon as after they are graduated, and 33.3% search on their last semester, while PhD graduates 38.8% of them choose to find the job on the last semester and other 32.9% of them search after they graduated. The descriptive data we are using are business analytic data and also t-test paired to sample for means. Both of the graduates actively search for their first job is on their last semester of their study. Hence, we failed to reject the null in our research. Thank you.